Start to look at life through glasses I'm going to give you now. Everything that comes to you in life is an offer or a portal or a gate, an invitation. Everything that comes in your life is an offer or a portal or an invitation, whatever you want to imagine best. What does this mean? That means that the emotional state of the person that's right in front of you speaking to you is an offer. It's an invitation. It's a portal. It's them saying, this is who I am. This is my mental state, my mental energy field. This is my emotional energy field. This is my sexual energy field. This is my self-worth field. This is my survival instinct field. This is my adrenaline drive field. This is my vocal manifestation field, and my doubts and insecurities or securities. These are all centers in human design, for example. So everything is an offer. And we have a choice with every single thing, whether we want to step through that portal, whether we want to go through that gate, whether we want to accept that invitation, and whether we want to accept that offer. People carry frames. Frames are their glasses. Frames are their ways of looking at the world. Frames are their bubbles of how they breathe, how they move, how they carry tension or relaxation, how do they deal with their emotions, what emotions are they feeling, what are they speaking about, what are they thinking about, what is important in their life, what is not important in their life. Everybody carries history. Everybody carries archetypes. Everybody carries ancestors. Everybody carries angels and gifts of spirit or demons and curses based on what do they entertain in their life. Both angels and demons are neutral in our realm, if you want to see it that way. Meaning that angels are going to be around you if you want angels around you, and demons are going to be around you if you want demons around you. You got to be conscious of what brings what. Which choices and which words and which actions and which foods and which substances and which places and which people and which activities bring what. And then act accordingly. But that's a different topic. So every person is going to carry their frame. Their frame is their offer. Their frame is their portal. Their frame is their invitation to you. Emotions, thoughts, physical energy, habits. And because we are actually so interconnected with all of life, we are immediately going into harmonizing the frames, the fields. When you're close to somebody, when you start breathing next to them, your breaths start to go into harmony. Your minds connect, and human design teaches this very well. Where do you connect with who? This is the basis of all my relationship counseling, family counseling, individuality, authenticity, how to know what's you, what's not. Based on these frames, and human design shows you exactly what your frame is. So every person, every situation, every content, every reel on Instagram, every YouTube video, every person, right now, you are being offered my portal. I'm inviting you into my consciousness bubble. You are now synchronizing with my breathing, unconsciously. You are going to breathe nice and deep as I'm breathing, because you can hear my pauses between the sentences. You feel the silence underneath my words. You feel how much presence I have. You feel how much time I have. You can also feel how much time someone doesn't have. And that's going to affect their breathing. That's going to affect your breathing. In 5 minutes talking to this person, because you accepted the invitation and going into the frame that they brought, you're going to be drained. Some frames are here to drain. Maybe they don't even know that they're doing it. They're so much in lack mode, it doesn't matter. This is not about specific people that you need to not accept their invitations. I'm telling you to view the world as things offering themselves to you, and in that way you have the power, and you also need to take great responsibility, radical responsibility, and realize that if something is in your life, there was a point in your life where it was an offer, where it was an invitation, and you said yes. This is not easy to accept. But everything that's happening in our lives, at one point, it was not reality, it was a pamphlet, a brochure, an email invite. I'm just giving these as like ridiculous, some ridiculous examples, you know. A beggar on the streets, a person coming to you, wanting to buy you a drink, a job offer, a video. You watch a reel, and if you go through your whole life without seeing the world through this lens of offers, portals, and invitations, then you're going to watch every single reel on Instagram. You're going to absorb it like it's the holy truth. You're going to watch every video of me and accept it as the holy truth. You're going to watch every video of someone else, I don't know who you watch, and accept it as the truth immediately. And this is the opposite of critical thinking. This is what the system wants you to be. Not even a sheep, like a child sheep, where it just absorbs everything. Yes, 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 gimme, gimme, gimme. And you're not bad if you take a pause before you accept invitations. Because if something is offering itself to you, and you say, give me 5 minutes, and that thing, whether it's a person or whatever it is, they don't give you those at least 5 minutes, you immediately know that there's something wrong there. Because it's like, wow, I can't have 5 minutes to decide. Well, how is that going to look like in a year? How is that going to look like in, you know? So try out this lens in your life. Try to look at everything as an offer. And absolutely everything. From every single conversation somebody gives you. From topics that somebody suggests to talk about. From the speed at which you do things. You have a friend come over and say, oh, let's cook something. You say, okay. And they start breathing 10,000 times per minute and rushing and looking at things on their phone, and they're cooking, and you're just looking at them like, are you crazy? Why are you panicking? What the hell? Are we cooking for a famined nation, or are we cooking to have fun? And in that sense, you did not accept their offer. You did not accept their frame. You chose to keep your frame, and they need to accept your invitation. And this is the thing where you have to, your frame needs to be healthier. That's also a thing. Like, if the other person is more stable with their nervous system and their frame, then you should be the one that accepts the invitation. And if you are the one with the more healthier frame, then don't give it up. Don't give it up. If you feel drawn to all this information and you have issues holding your frame and resisting invitations and recognizing them, I do one-on-one sessions, I do relationship counseling, I do family counseling, parenting, gifted children. If you are neurodivergent, bipolar, autistic, on the autistic spectrum, ADHD, any of these ugly words that are actually superpowers, but you've been diagnosed early in your life that you have this sickness. I assure you, it's not a sickness, just that nobody has been able to describe it to you in a beautiful way. I can do that with human design. I do that for clients. If you're struggling with anxiety, depression, if you are struggling to beat addictions of whatever kind, I've helped so many people shed addictions from weed, alcohol, procrastination, masturbation, promiscuous relationships. You can get off medication. You can, yeah, change your patterns, release emotions that are not yours. We can heal your nervous system. We use breath work. We use human design. We use connections with the elements, earth, water, air, fire, and ether in your body, balancing out. I help with detox. I help with releasing old patterns, old beliefs. So I also have 2 new courses out on my website called Soul Retrieval. If you want to reclaim old memories, reclaim old vitality you had when you were a teenager, there's practices in that course for that. And I also made a new course called Receive the Earth. It's a shamanic journey for anyone that wants to get a first-hand translation from the earthly spirit, the mycelium network, the underground brain of life, the mycelium mushroom network. Um, it is my reflection after all my journeys, communing with the entheogenic plants, my apologies. So if anybody is maybe reluctant, they don't know if they should go on a trip, you can go on a trip without actually doing the trip by listening to my course. Or anybody that's maybe afraid, this can give you reassurance. And anybody that has done a trip on their own, but it has been some time and you want to sort of remind yourself, get connected with the spirit again. And also I do consultations with regards to all of these things. So the soul retrieval can be done as one-on-one session, and shamanic guidance can also be done as a one-on-one session. So relationship, individual, marriages, families, businesses, all these things, everything that you actually hear me talk about on my channel, that you see also on the website, I can help people. I help people, my clients, in sessions to heal. So you can read testimonials on my website. You can send me an inquiry either via WhatsApp, or you can send me a message through the website. There's buttons for that. We can chat to see what your situation is, and then we can set up therapy sessions, human design readings, anything that we see can be helpful for you. iCreateLines.com is the place. Drop a comment here on the video, subscribe. If you know somebody that that needs guidance like this and mentoring and therapy, send them my content. And yeah, check me out on Instagram if you want. And I also have a free Telegram group where I post regularly. You can join that for free as well. Everything is on the website. Once again, iCreateLines.com. Peace, health, abundance, wholeness, prosperity, courage, and clarity. And yes, let's sip on that clarity. That's it for today.